September 28, 2014, from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It was the Detroit Lions at the New York Jets. The Lions won the toss and they elected to defer, so the Jets got the ball first. And they would drive the ball all the way down into the red zone, into the Detroit 9-yard line where their drive stalled, and Nick Folk came out to kick a 27-yard field goal that would make this game 3-0 Jets. So the Jets took the early lead. The Lions now had the ball with about 8.5 minutes left in the first, and they would march downfield into field goal range as well. And Alex Henery would come out to kick a 51-yard field goal to make it 3 apiece as this game was tied up. Now with 5 minutes left in the first, the Jets would go 3 and out and punt the ball back to the Lions. The Lions would bring the first quarter to a close and open up the second, but they would end up punting 4 plays later. The Jets then went 3 and out and punted the ball back to the Lions, who would also go 3 and out, and then the Jets went 3 and out for the second consecutive possession. So the Lions now had the ball on their own 17 with a little over 9 minutes left in the half. 5 plays later, Matthew Stafford hit Jeremy Ross for a 59-yard touchdown to put Detroit up 10-3. So the Lions were now up by a touchdown over the Jets. The Jets would then go 3 and out for a third consecutive drive, and they punted the ball back to the Lions. The Lions would go 3 and out as well, and now the Jets had the ball back with a little over 2 minutes left before halftime, but they would end up punting as they were backed up against their own end zone. So Detroit now had the ball about midfield on the New York Jets' 47-yard line with a little over a minute left before halftime. And 5 plays later, Matthew Stafford would hit the tight end Eric Ebron, the rookie, for a 16-yard touchdown pass to make it 17-3 with less than half a minute left before halftime. The Jets weren't able to get anything going after Chris Ivory had a 17-yard run on first down. 3 incomplete passes brought the half to a close. And so at halftime, the score was 17-3 Detroit over New York. The Lions had the ball to open up the second half, but they would punt on their first possession of the half. The Jets now had the ball, and they would march downfield in 11 plays as they went 74 yards in less than 5 minutes, capped off by an 11-yard touchdown pass from Geno Smith to Eric Decker that made the score 17-10 as the Jets now trailed the Lions by a touchdown. The Lions now took over with about 7.5 minutes left in the third. They went on a massive drive that started on their own 10-yard line, and they brought the quarter to a close on the New York 1. So they opened up the fourth quarter with 2nd and goal on the New York Jets' 1-yard line, and Matthew Stafford scored the touchdown. That score was now 24-10 as the Lions extended their lead to 2 touchdowns. The Jets would then take over, just having 6 minutes run off the clock in the fourth. They were on their own 20. They made it all the way to midfield and into Detroit territory, but then Geno Smith was intercepted as Darius Slay intercepted the ball and gave it back to the Lions. The Lions would go 3 and out, and they punted it back to New York. 3 plays into their next possession, though, the Jets would end up fumbling the ball as Geno Smith was sacked by Ivory, and Tate recovered. So the Lions now had the ball with about 10.5 minutes left in the game. Of course, they went 3 and out, so now the Jets got the ball back with 9.5 minutes left, and they were down by 2 scores. Geno Smith would then lead them downfield, and Chris Johnson had a massive 35-yard run for a touchdown that brought this game to within 7, with the score 24-17, as the Jets now only needed a touchdown to tie with about 7 minutes left in this game. Detroit would end up going 3 and out, and the Jets got the ball back with 4.5 minutes left in the game. But then the Lions defense shut them down and forced them to go 3 and out once again. Now the Lions got the ball back with a little under 4 minutes left. Reggie Bush ran for 5 yards on first down. And then on 2nd and 5 from the 30, he ran for 16 yards to pick up the first down and bring the ball to the 46 as the Jets were forced to burn their second timeout. Then with only 1 timeout remaining, they did have the 2-minute warning on their side. Reggie Bush picked up 6 yards. And then Stafford ran for 7 yards to pick up another first down. And that's when the Jets were forced to burn their final timeout. And all that was left to do for the Lions was to take 3 straight knees as they end up winning this game 24-17 in New York. And in this game, Matthew Stafford was 24 for 34 with 293 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Geno Smith was 17 for 33 with 209 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. The leading rusher in this game was Chris Ivory with 84 yards off of 17 carries. Chris Johnson had 44 yards off of 6 carries, and he had a touchdown as well. The leading receiver in this game was Golden Tate, who had 116 yards off of 8 receptions. And for the defense, Whitehead had 12 tackles. Levy had 11 tackles, as well as 1 for a loss. On the other side, for the Jets, Landry and Davis each had 11 tackles. Landry had half a sack. Wilkerson had 1.5 sacks to go along with his 8 tackles. Richardson had a sack to go along with his 8 tackles as well. The Jets ended up with 4 sacks, and the Lions ended up with 2 sacks. Of course, the big difference was that interception, as the 1 interception in the game was by Slay, and that was a big turning point in the game, as that turnover went a long way towards helping the Lions beat the Jets in New York on the road, as they win this one 24-17, and the Lions now improve their record to 3-1, and the Jets are now 1-3. And since 1991, 65% of teams that start the season 3-1 make the playoffs. So the Lions are in pretty good shape to make the playoffs in this season that is just 1 month in. So the final score, once again, 24-17, Detroit over New York